Alright, so let's chat a little bit about these Halo sales disappearing, Amazon's reporting being gone, and apparently some people's Halo sales from previous weeks, months, are actually disappearing as well. So let's actually sit down, discuss it a bit, and first things first, look, it amazes me how many people were shocked that this happened literally yesterday, the other day, overnight. Like, this was talked about for the past week, 2 weeks. Almost every other post was literally about, oh, Halo sales are going to disappear. The reports are going to disappear. This was talked about in so many Facebook groups. It is insane that, it's like, it was just a big shocker to everybody. Like, come on, bro. Like, we fucking had this warning for a week or two. So, it's insane seeing all these people be surprised. Now, going into like the actual reporting, yes, disappeared. You no longer can see what you actually sold, ship, and which sucks. But if you sold about, I think the minimum was like 4 units or so, then those will pop up and you will be able to see what actually sold well. But everything else, man, it's not being reported, which is crazy insane to me. Now, I don't know what Amazon's reasoning for this particular reason is. Like, this data, all these reports were useful for us as Amazon influencers, right? Even without the daily fetch, I can understand taking away the Halo sales because, we were making free money from, all these campaigns that we didn't have content for. So that's whatever. I went a whole deep discussion on this on a previous video, which I'll link up here. So go check that one out, in case you haven't checked it out. But, it's just like the reporting, I don't get why, because, it's just very useful to us. We want to know what's sold, especially if we're buying products, investing into products through creative connections. We want to see what's actually working. We want to see that, that what we're doing with sourcing is actually, converting well for us too, right? And so it's just, I don't know, maybe with so many people complaining, reaching out to Amazon, they'll bring the reporting back at the minimum. Definitely not the Halo sales. I don't see the Halo sales, for all these campaigns ever coming back. But who knows, man? Like I said, who knows? And then, now people are reporting that they lost Halo sales from previous weeks, months. Now, I looked at my numbers yesterday. So far, everything seemed normal for now. I will check on it today. It's still pretty early. I haven't really hopped on my laptop yet. But it's, that'll be some insane shit if, Amazon is taking back and reversing some of these Halo sales from previous weeks. Now, I don't think that's fair because, we already made what we made. But at the same time, I guess it'll be hard to argue it too because, it was for campaigns you didn't make no content for. So, I don't know, man. The way Amazon is going, it's some very interesting stuff. And it's truly surprising how much this is going to affect a lot of people for sure, no doubt. Just because, if you're making like $1,000 a month and, with the Halo sales, like, you probably made like an extra $250, if not maybe even close to $400 extra from, that. Because I know when I got my new account and I was making money from Creator Connections, it basically doubled what I was making from my original on-site commissions. So no doubt that people are going to start seeing a major dip in their commissions within, the next few weeks or so. And everyone will feel the full effect, right? Especially if you're doing this full-time. Like, it's going to seriously impact how your commissions are being made on this platform now moving forward. Unless Amazon decides to do something about it, which I don't see them doing anything about the Halo sales in particular. Maybe bringing back the reports, they'll do, but definitely not the Halo sales. Now, that being said, I've been preaching this, for the longest about, diversifying a bit off from the on-site aspect of Amazon Influencer. Now, not completely from the influencer program, but, from the on-site specifically. And this is one thing that Amazon has been pushing, creators to do more and more of, is by posting content offsite and driving traffic into their website. I've been preaching this for the longest, and I will keep preaching this even right now on this video. You guys need to start building something on the offsite aspect and really building that up. Not only will you make more commissions, because the percentage, that you make from commissions is much higher than onsite, but you will also build a brand. You will also build more awareness, and like all these brands will start reaching out to you more and more. No lie, for the past few days now, when I reach out to brands on Creator Connections, a lot of them have been asking for like some social media type of presence, wanting to check out my, like TikTok, YouTube. So even they understand that the route that Amazon's trying to go is definitely through offsite, and this benefits the brands a lot because sure, a lot of them have, products that rank well already on Amazon, which is good and whatnot. But let's be honest, a lot of these brands want to expand from that too. And so if you're willing to expand with them, by building that YouTube channel, building that Pinterest blog or website. I don't know what that shit is. Building that TikTok, building that Facebook group, building that Instagram, like whatever. These brands are going to love you for that, okay? And not to mention, especially if you can build some type of decent following engagement, they're willing to pay more for that type of stuff, because that is a true audience that will be willing to actually buy from you, okay? Versus with Amazon, you're just kind of throwing your videos and whoever comes, right? Like, you're already gaining traffic regardless of, whether you post a video on Amazon or this and that, right? So, for those of you who are, down about the commissions, there's probably nothing we're going to be able to do about that. So, it is what it is. But, hey, now's the time to pivot, okay? We're still in the month of March in 2026. So you guys still have a full like 6 month head start before we dive into the Q4, of this year, to hopefully, a lot of you can actually build something up, okay? Now, something I will do on this channel too is start showing you guys how to build a YouTube channel, how to do like deep linking on all this stuff, and just, trying to help you guys build something offsite, because that's something that I've been doing on the side already as well. Like my YouTube channel, I'm only like 200 subscribers short from being monetized. Like, that is insane. And these are all from the same videos that I've been posting, on Amazon, that we've just been repurposing on YouTube, okay? So I'm going to do a whole video on showing you guys how to do like the tags, titles, just everything that you guys can build, a nice YouTube channel that'll hopefully start making you extra money, okay? Then like the Facebook and all that stuff too. So, but yeah, I mean, like I said, for those of you who are taking a deep hit on this shit, which, I mean, low-key it's everybody, right? But there are definitely those who are making those 5-figure months that are taking a huge hit for sure. So it's definitely going to be affecting. But yeah, getting that offsite is now the time. I mean, think about it. Amazon released that sponsored clicks stuff not too long ago. So that was another route that they want us creators to take, so we can make some extra money on top of that. Okay, so do something with that. Maybe create a Facebook group deal that supports that, or a Pinterest, so we can get clicks, right? So now moving forward, guys, is the time to diversify. Now is the time to expand. Now is the time to stop relying on onsite, man. I mean, this is something that I knew from the get-go when I first started this program, was not relying on onsite, long term, because of shit like this, man. I mean, you just never know, bro. Like, it's like, if you think about it, like 40% of your business just got wiped out overnight. Okay, at least they gave a head start, letting us know. But yeah, it's stuff like this is crazy, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, you guys need to buckle down and create something. Now, don't go wild and try to create like 10 different things at once if you don't have the mentality to do so, okay? Because trying to create that many different revenues is pretty insane too, Pick one or two, focus on those, and build it up, and you will be more successful doing that than trying to do all these 20 different things, okay? Like, yeah. Like me, I got the YouTube going and my Facebook. Those are the main things I'm going to be focusing on with the Amazon stuff, and that is it. Everything else will be on the back end until I can scale those two things up more efficiently, and then maybe next year we'll tap it into something else that'll grow as always. But yeah, like I said, final conclusion, look, it is what it is. At this point moving forward, I mean, I know a lot of you are doubting the program now. I mean, some of you are already talking about canceling Oink. You're talking about just giving up on the program entirely. It's not worth it or whatever. Look, I'm just gonna say, this may seem like a bad thing short term, but if you think about it and look at the long term opportunity with this is gonna be a huge door for those of us who are willing to put in that extra work and willing to take advantage of this opportunity, because some people will quit, no lie. I mean, this right here, some people are just going to give up. They're just going to stick with the videos they have and not post any more videos. Like, to them, it's not going to be worth it. They're out. So there's no doubt about that shit. But look, that's going to be, that means there's going to be less creators now, which means brands are still going to need creators, okay? So regardless if some of you quit the shit or not, brands are still going to need us. And so, supply and demand, all right? When there's less creators, some of these brands are going to start paying up a little bit more just for, creators to post their videos and whatnot. So, like me, I've had more brand deals coming in this week than ever. So, I mean, that's insane. I was literally updating my Google sheet, and I'm already at 20, 30 plus items or so around there. And it's only like the 10th or so of this month. Like, that's a lot for me, at least, because usually I get like a little bit more than that in a month. Just really depends. Except for like Q4. Q4 with times are obviously insane, but yeah, I mean I'm basically getting at least minimum one brand deal every single day at this point. So that just goes to show you these brands are pushing even harder than ever. And so if you're willing to just stick it out and really build your Amazon storefront, you'll still grow. Like, no doubt. It's not that they took, creative connection campaigns, completely out. You'll still make money from the videos you currently still have. So just be more picky, be more precise, be more strategic with how you're going to go about with this program moving forward. Okay. So, just, make as much money as possible within this program as you possibly can. Okay. So source better products that rank well, that sell, and just, everything else that you need to basically make your storefront super successful. Because yeah, these brands are not slowing down, they're going even harder. So it's just a temporary little stick in the mud type of shit, right? So just gotta weather through that storm, build up from it, and just continue forward. And for those of you who do decide to quit and leave this program and just wrap it up after this, that's cool. Do what you gotta do. I don't blame some of you. At the end of the day, bills gotta get paid and whatnot. But for those of you who are willing to stick it out, you're gonna see those benefits reap out within by Q4. Honestly, we're being honest. Just keep your head down, keep posting, and you will see some results. All right. So yeah, don't look at it as a negative. Look at it as a different opportunity to expand your skill set and much more. Because yeah, if you're willing to do everything I just mentioned, you'll do well. So, but let's go ahead and wrap it up. If you guys have any further comments, questions, your own personal insight, drop it down there in the comment section below. I'm actually interested in what you guys have to say. I mean, this is definitely a very, very difficult time and very crazy time to be in the program. But I mean, hey, shit happens in business, okay? It doesn't matter if it's the Amazon Influencer Program, Amazon FBA, it doesn't matter what it is. There is always something that's going to happen, with business in general. So, but with that, I am out. Peace, and I'll see you guys on the next one.